They're the primary reason that you age prematurely. Eliminate the proliferation of free radicals, and you slow down, put the brakes on, come to a screeching halt in the aging process. And isn't that the ultimate object of most of our lives? To be able to live a normal life. No, we cannot reverse aging. We're all going to age and eventually pass over. But shouldn't we be doing it at the age of 150? Not 65, not 75, not crippled and disabled. That's what reversing the aging process naturally is about. You see, we live in an environment full of toxins. We are in a sea of toxins. And either we can assume that these have nothing to do with our health and blindly continue to engage them in the form of caffeine and sugar and cigarette smoke and red meats, or we can stop for a moment and say, hold on. What can I do about this? And there we look at how to stop the free radicals from generating the disease process. That's what this program is about. Aging, trauma, certain medications, and some of the diseases can all lead to an increase in the production of free radicals. Even I, as an athlete, know that when I go out to train vigorously, I'm increasing the number of free radicals in my body. By the way, a few years ago, I was asked to give Greta Weitz, the world champion Norwegian athlete and Olympian and the winner of 10 New York City marathons, some advice. She had had some problems with having diarrhea during the marathon. And of course, television being what it is, it focused right on her the whole way and it was very embarrassing. And I noticed the first thing when I was talking with her, I thought, whoa, she looks older than her chronological age. Well, she was outstandingly fit, but she was prematurely aged in her skin because she had not been taking the nutrients to compensate for the exercise process. Quite simply, all exercise creates free radicals. That in turn burdens our body. I'm not going to suggest not to exercise. I am going to suggest make sure that you're dealing with free radicals, and we will show you how to deal with that in this program. The body naturally produces free radicals as it metabolizes oxygen. The oxygen-containing radicals that result from this process are among the most reactive types of free radicals. Your body must respond to the biochemical stress created by these dangerous molecules, just as we must respond to the physiological stress brought on by just everyday living. In the battle against free radicals, the body has two types of ammunition at its disposal. First, you have what are called a group of enzymes that can scavenge free radicals and stop them, absolutely stop free radicals and stop the chain reaction. The body uses these enzymes as a natural antioxidant defense system to maintain a minute-by-minute interaction with the surrounding environment. The body's second line of defense against free radicals consists of three nutrients: vitamin C, vitamin E, and beta-carotene. And unlike the enzymes which are produced by your body, the antioxidants must be obtained from either food or supplements. The aging process is not measured solely by the number of years passed, but also by the quality and vigor of our body functioning. Anyone who's interested in healthy and attractive skin should be aware that free radicals are the ongoing scourge that causes prematurely aged skin. Yes, but you can help protect your skin through the use of antioxidant nutrients and foods, which we'll be describing later on in this program. Satchel Paige was one of the great baseball players. He was an Afro-American, played a long career, by the way, had one of the longest careers in the history of baseball, and he made an interesting statement. He said, "How old would you be if you didn't know how old you were?" Well, that's why you shouldn't think of yourself any longer just as a chronological age. You're not just 40, 50, 60. You're also your biological age. And the biological age is what we're going to focus on. Getting you younger than your chronological age. How much younger? Well, ask yourself this. How healthy do you want to be? And based upon how healthy you want to be, that's how young you're going to become biochemically. Another major phase of preventative health is immune fitness. The immune system has come under a sustained attack in the past few decades that can only be described as all-out warfare. The body is a marvelous machine, and the immune system does its job silently and with great competence most of the time.